Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 26 of Why You By Me, titled Shower. Just a side note before we start this chapter, there is a bit of a heavy petting scene. It's not intercourse, as the Yin character in this story is 16, but I still felt like it was possibly inappropriate for YouTube, so I have cut it out entirely to keep it PG friendly and available for everybody's viewings. You panicked a little more while Bakugou was helping everybody else for a bit, and then jumped violently when he came back, pushing the door open widely. He took one look at your face and knew that you were still mortified about the thought of him seeing you naked. "Would you relax?" he said, half joking, half serious. "If you're that shy about it, I'll close my eyes, or you can blindfold me," he said, crossing his arms across his chest and tilting his head. No, I should be fine," you replied, trying to play it cool. He snorted and walked over, scooping you up in his arms with ease. "Listen, we don't have any of your clothes here yet, so you can wear mine." You nodded shyly and curled into him. "Yin, if you're really uncomfortable about me helping you in the shower, then just tell me, okay? I'll figure out a way to help you without actually being there," he said, that familiar softness creeping back into his voice. No, I do want you there," you replied shyly. "I just don't know how to express what I'm feeling. Maybe a little excited, but at the same time I'm nervous about you seeing my whole body naked." You buried your face into his hoodie again. "How many times do I have to tell you, Yin, your body's perfect? I've seen you naked heaps of times when I was in your own body. Chill out, would you? It's like looking at my own body, except it's on you, and it turns me on." You squeaked with embarrassment and he chuckled. "Cute. Okay, let's go." And with that, he spun around and marched out of the room and down the hall to the shower. Once inside, he sat you down on the bathroom bench and shut the door. Your heart was pounding in your chest as he walked back over to you and placed a hand either side of you on the counter and looked up into your eyes. You smiled weakly, glad that you were sitting. You wouldn't have been able to hold your weight up otherwise, even if your legs were in good use. His eyes had melted you from the inside out. "You ready?" he asked slowly. You giggled nervously and nodded shyly. "You sure?" he asked again, studying you with those crimson eyes. "Because if you're not, I'm not doing anything." You took a deep breath and responded with the most confident yes you could muster. He smiled and kissed you quickly on the lips. "Do you need help with your shirt?" he asked, stepping back. No, I got it," you said, holding onto the bottom of your top and toying with it a bit. "I'll start the shower," he said abruptly, turning his back to you and reaching into the stall to turn the hot water on. "You get as much off as you can while I get this ready for you," he called over his shoulder. You obeyed and took your top and bra off, letting them both fall to the floor. Bakugou still had his back to you, so you unzipped your jeans and tried to slide them off. You got them halfway down, but couldn't kick them off, so decided to wait for him. "Can I turn around now?" he asked gently. Yeah," you replied, quickly covering your boobs with your hands. He turned slowly and looked at you, and then walked back over to you and captured your lips against his, giving you a reassuring kiss. "You beautiful, Yin," he said as he helped tug your jeans off. So how's this gonna work then?" you asked. "Are you just gonna sit me down in the bottom of the shower and stay outside, or—" "Sudden invitation," he smirked. "Could be," you shot back, a sudden spike in confidence giving you the power to reply so boldly. "Whoa," he said, amused at your suggestive reply. "Well, might take you up on the offer then," he said, pulling his hoodie off over his head. You removed your hands from your boobs and ran your fingers over his chest, and he stared into your eyes as you touched him. He loved it when you caressed him like that. He reached down and unzipped his pants. "Can I take them off?" he asked in a deep voice. "Go for it," you replied, suddenly no longer shy. He pulled his pants down and you could see that familiar bulge straining against the fabric of his boxers. He kicked the pants off and lifted you off the bench up against him. "Let's go," he said as he held you against his body. He was so warm. "Yep," you replied chirpily. He turned and carried you to the shower, stepping inside and under the flow of water, both of you still in your underwear. The hot water felt amazing against your back, and he did a few rotations so that you both got thoroughly wet. His hair got slicked down and he looked like a completely different person without his usual spikes. He was still gorgeous though. "Do you want to see if you can hold your weight on your legs?" he asked. You nodded, and he lowered you down so that your feet were on the ground. They were still quite numb, but you found that you could at least hold your own body weight on them. This allowed Bakugou a free hand to help wash you. He got the body lotion and gently rubbed your back and shoulders with it, pulling you against himself and instructing you to wrap your arms around him so he could scrub you down. You did. He was surprisingly good at giving you a massage. You sighed into him and relaxed as he worked. Can I take these off? He asked, tugging gently at your panties. Oh, okay, you said, but only if you take yours off too, he replied cheekily, looking up at him and winking. Sure about that? He sneered. There's a beast waiting to be unleashed in there. You laughed. Think I can handle the beast, maybe even tame it. His eyes shot wide open in surprise. Is that so? He growled with a sly smirk. And how about you show me how you can tame the beast? He added with a slight eyebrow raise, the spray from the shower dripping slowly down his face. Oh, it's easy, he said coyly, sliding a hand down his abs and over the large bulge in his soaking wet boxers. He bit his bottom lip in between his teeth as your palm came in contact with him, sliding your palm up and down him on the outside of his boxers. Take them off, he growled lowly as he craned his head down to kiss you, his lips crashing into yours hungrily. That was the best shower I've ever had, he said, with a devious chuckle, doing one last wash of you both before turning the water off and carrying you out of the stall. You were still coming down from your climax, and well and truly sleepy. And there ends chapter 26. Stay tuned for chapter 27.